Hello once again YouTube, and welcome back to The Path Unpaved. In today's video, we're going to be hiking all the way to the Hoover Dam, but first we're going to be starting right here at the historic Railroad Tunnel Trail that's right outside Boulder City. What looks like a simple desert path was actually built in the early 1930s as a construction railroad, used specifically for the Hoover Dam. Now they hauled massive amounts of equipment, concrete supplies, and materials needed to build the Hoover Dam. And despite what people would assume, the workers actually weren't allowed to ride these trains, but we'll get more into that later. Now the tracks are obviously long gone, but the route still remains, stretching roughly 3.5 to 4 miles through canyon walls with multiple tunnels carved directly into solid rock, so I look forward to showing you that. And today this old railroad grade has actually become one of the most unique walks in southern Nevada, offering a nearly flat path, non-stop views of Lake Mead, and a finish that leads straight to the top of the dam itself. Now this is part one of a two-part journey, and in this video we're going to hike the entire railroad trail, cross the dam, and explore the museum, before part two takes us deeper inside. So with all that being said, let's get into it.
Oh my God, it is cold. I'm not sure if the camera picked it up or not, but I had some like 35-mile-an-hour gusts hitting me in that selfie stick as I was doing that hyperlapse thing. I have my coffee, but you know, that really only gets you so far. Even with my hot coffee in my hands were still freezing. Now, if you're watching this in the Midwest, as you have about a foot of snow on the ground, and you see no snow here, and you're hearing me say it's 42 degrees, you're probably like, oh, whatever, that ain't even cold. It's like negative 15 here, or 6 feet of snow on the ground, and I can't even walk outside without dying of frostbite. Okay, fine. You win, but that doesn't mean that I can't be cold. I don't know if you guys know this or not, but the Hoover Dam is actually a power plant. They have about 17 turbines that produce about 4 billion kilowatt hours a year. That's a lot of power. Here you can actually see a lot of the power lines. This highway right here is actually what I take to go to Gold Strike Hot Springs. Just over that bridge there is the turnoff, because if you remember in the video, you can see the Hoover Dam bridge over there, but because of the way the cliff is, you can't really actually see the dam. So that's what we will be exploring today. So here we have what they call the Turbine Graveyard. Now, a lot of these are from the 1960s to the 1990s, the ones that look newer, but the ones in the back there are actually from the 1930s. Now, the reason all this is still sitting here is because it is way too expensive to move, apparently. So they just kind of leave it all here for people like us to gander on. Okay, looks like we have reached the parking garage. This is kind of cool, I guess. Now, you guys might notice that in the hot spring video, as well as this one, you hear quite a bit of helicopter activity, and there's a few different reasons. One is because, you know, you can purchase the helicopter ticket to, you know, tour you around the Grand Canyon and the Hoover Dam and the, you know, all the cool features we have in this area. Well, you know, the Grand Canyon is about 4.5 hours from here, but for a helicopter, it might as well be local. And the other reason is search and rescue. A lot of people do get, you know, stuck out here hiking and fall and all that stuff. And the third is just a general security presence. They take security pretty seriously here. You know, the Hoover Dam is one place that, you know, needs to be protected and could be an obvious target for nefarious folks. Oh, we have elevators. Fancy. And you can see the Hoover Dam now. Oh, it's so warm in here. Oh man, I needed this. I wonder how they're gonna feel about me filming. I'll do my best. Oh, they're still closed. I'll come back in a little bit. What's this guy? That looks like me at Gold Strike. And there's that bridge, the bridge you can see in the Gold Strike video. That's a very new bridge too, guys. I don't know if you saw the little caption I put, but they built that in between 2005 and 2010 so that this area isn't as congested. Because before that, this was the only way to get from Arizona to Nevada, is you had to drive through this. And I'm sure you can imagine traffic was quite the ordeal. But man, that is just amazing. The heroes of Hoover Dam. The building of Hoover Dam was a ray of hope for a nation struggling with hard times. Newsreel images of the high scalers who worked the canyon walls ignited public interest in the project. Sorry guys, my lips are still freezing. Scaling is the process of removing loose rock from the cliff face, and the high scalers dangled from ropes using jackhammers to drill holes for dynamite. After a blast, they returned to pry off loose rock. Now guys, that makes me feel like quite the sissy for being so scared of that ladder at Gold Strike. Huge portions of the cliff in Black Canyon were blasted away to make room for structures such as spillways, access roads, and the plaza on which you're standing. High scaling was hard, dangerous work, and it was complicated by ropes and hydraulic lines snaking through the job site, as well as the weight of the jackhammers the men carried. Can you imagine, you know, being in the, because this took place in the 1930s. This was right when the Great Depression happened. So everybody was basically dying of starvation. And this was the main job that came in. And so people traveled here from all over the country to, you know, maybe try to survive and make it out of the Great Depression. And a lot of them died. 96 people, to be exact. And no, I did not just look that up. I already knew that. I wonder how much the food is at this cafe. What do you think, guys? Like $20 for a basket of French fries? I don't know, we'll find out later. I'm already kind of hungry. And when does this open? Oh, 9 to 4. Okay, cool. Now, one thing I am concerned about with this tour is it's groups of typically around 20 people. So that's why I decided to come very early on a weekday when it's really cold out. So over here we have the dog who owned Hoover Dam. So the Hoover Dam mascot only acted as if he owned the dam, but without a doubt, he owned the hearts of its workers. The dog wandered freely around the job site, up ladders, over catwalks, and through tunnels, even rode the open-air elevator called a skiff, and would bark at the operator when he wanted to get off. Aww. The Hoover Dam dog was adored by the workers who overfed him. To limit his eating, the commissary prepared him a single daily meal, which he carried on the job in a paper sack. The beloved dog died when he fell asleep under a truck and was run over by a driver who did not see him? Oh my God. Grown men wept as they jackhammered a tomb for him in the rock next to the temporary ranger station above. Wow, that's heavy. The mascot often occupied himself chasing ringtail cats through the dam's tunnels. He was also known to challenge visitors' dogs, which were not allowed at the dam. The Hoover Dam mascot had an easier life than people living in the rag town, a tent city that was home to many desperate job seekers. Neither men nor the beast rode the train to work. Freight carried over the rails was a higher priority. Many workers commuted on a modified bus known as Big Bertha, and it had a capacity of 150 men and 1 dog. Now, why don't we have a statue of this dog? The Hoover Dam construction crew's mascot was found as a puppy by workers at the construction camp. The dog traveled to and from the dam site with them and spent his days visiting the many work areas. On February 21st, 1941, the life of this devoted animal came to an end when a truck okay, well, we saw that part. That's really sad. But I guess kind of a cool story.
It is prominently featured supporting the shield composed of 13 red and white stripes.
guys might have seen a couple things as I was doing that Hoover Dam footage, like, hey, go over there. Oh, you missed that. What about those escalators? Where do those go? I'm right there with you guys. But I want to make sure that I am here right on time to pay for this tour and try to do it when there's as few people as possible. Once the tour is over, I'm gonna go up on the bridge and do the walk down. What time is it? 8:46. Oh, and you know what? You gotta love the invention of this Insta360 camera with the 9-foot selfie stick, because you can get some shots that are basically just as good as drone shots. And it comes in really handy because there are so many places where you cannot have drones for national security and red, white, and blue and all that. Insert eagle noise here. So yeah, definitely get the upper hand with this kind of equipment. So there are 2 different tours you can do. One of them is 25, and that gets you into the Hoover Dam to see the power plant and all the old tunnels and stuff. And then for an extra 15, you can go, I guess there's like an old staircase and something else to look at. The lady didn't really seem to know too much about it, but I'm just gonna spend the extra money and do the full tour for both sections, whatever those are, because you know what, you guys are worth it. If you want to support me, my Buy Me a Coffee link is down below, and you can also just like and subscribe. This is cool. Got some swag. Oh yeah, what's a gift shop without 3D printed dragons, right? Have you ever stepped on one of these things? Oh my God, it makes stepping on a Lego look like a cotton ball. Okay, we got some decent shirts here. And then we have, oh, gloves. These are like festy gloves. And these hats are really cool. Huh, what is this? Is this like Hoover Dam water? Is this purified water from the Colorado River or something? Or is this just
from California?
Okay.
We don't know where they get the water from.
Okay.
But yeah,
We'll make up a good story. No.
reverse osmosis with electrolytes.
Nice. All right, thank you.
Lifesaver in the summertime.
Oh, I'm sure, yeah. It's not Hoover Dam water. It's from California's toilets. So this is what $5 gets you for coffee at the Hoover Dam. Ooh, that is really good coffee though. Okay, let's check out these tickets. Do you know when the first tour starts?
I think it starts at 9-ish.
Oh, okay, all right, thank you. Oh, we might be late. We gotta hurry, guys. It's 12 after 9 right now. Part of me is telling me to run, but I'm not much of a runner. I keep thinking about that woman that got proposed to. What a great place to propose. He probably chose that location because if she said no, he could just jump off the Hoover Dam, Am I late?
Sir?
Yes.
Yeah, you'll have to finish the coffee outside.
Okay, all right, and then what about the backpack?
You can bring the backpack in, yes.
Okay, all right, cool.
You just gotta finish the coffee.
All right. When does the first tour start?
9:30.
Oh, perfect. Okay, cool, thank you. So, we have 15 minutes. I'm gonna finish this coffee and then I'll see you in there. Hi, good.
So cell phone, car keys, wallet, coins, couple headphones.
Okay.
Stuff in here.
Hello. Good morning. I would like to do the full tour.
Okay. So that's gonna start at 10:30. Is that okay for you?
Oh, 10:30. I thought it was 9:30.
No, sorry, it's sold out till 10:30 right now.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that works. And I need to be here 15 minutes before? Okay.
I'm actually gonna have you come in now really quick to show you a 10-minute movie, and then afterwards they'll tell you where to go.
Okay. Are they gonna try to sell me like a Hoover Dam timeshare? Okay. Because that's usually what that turns into.
Right.
Apple Pay?
Sure.
Okay, cool. Guys, I'm really sad. I had to throw away my coffee. I couldn't drink the whole thing, and it was really good. Guess it's movie time. Let's sit up here. I think this movie was made in the 1930s too.
So come on out. That gives you about a half hour to go upstairs. Pretty nice stairs. The elevator climbs up, go upstairs, look at the museum, and then look at the observation deck.
All right, let's check out this museum. I'm guessing it's, oh, stairs to overlook. Oh, this is cool. One thing that struck me as crazy in the video is how high the water is, and here it's the same height. I'm sure you saw when I was walking over that the water is actually much, much lower. You can see the stain in the rock from where it used to be. And then over here, I'm gonna go over and explore that area too. That's where the runoff is. So if the water comes up over the edge, it can flow down through the dam. And then right here, right around the edge here is where the hot springs are. Looks like they cut them out. The panels on this pedestal depict aspects of the Hoover Dam and 3 states it serves. Artist Lori Slenning designed them to represent the blades of a turbine modeled after the original art found on the outside of the dam's elevators. All right. To the museum we go. Actually, walk out here, I guess. I wonder if I can see Gold Strike. Oh, yeah. So remember in Gold Strike when I was going over the sketchy wooden planks? Those are actually right there. And those are all the rocks and stuff I scrambled over to get to them. Oh my God. The whole floor just started vibrating. When I first saw this guy, I thought it was Dave Chappelle. Here will be my diet if YouTube doesn't work out. It's so cool how they show you what it looks like underneath the water. Now they do have a cruise that you can take too. That's $50. I might end up making that a second part of the video. or just putting it in the first one, if I even do it at all. What do you guys think? Should I do the Hoover Dam cruise? Comment below. Oh, there's the Big Bertha. Oh my God, can you imagine that being your ride to work every day? That is crazy. Hey look, it's Joe Rogan. My big takeaway from this is that Dave Chappelle and Joe Rogan were both employed at the Hoover Dam in the 1930s. So there's a little bit of little known history for you. Guess I'm gonna go wait at the benches. I'll see y'all in a few.
Morning. 4.
This one.
Okay. Cool. You go right over there to the window.
Thank you, sir.
So, I'm not sure who that is yet, but they'll be here in just a minute. So, they're going to take you to the diversion home first, then power plant, look at the generators. At that point, they're going to say those of you with red, white, and blue wristbands. You're going to want to make sure we can see them. You're going to show them to me, and then I'll take you inside the wall.
We're going down 537 feet.